The Clockmaker's house. Everyone in town knew to stay away from the Clockmaker's house. Perched on a hill, its windows were always dark, yet the ticking never stopped, audible even from the street on quiet nights. The old man who had lived there vanished decades ago, but somehow the clocks inside continued to run. One day, Nora, an urban explorer with a taste for forgotten places, heard the legend and decided to investigate. She arrived just before dusk. The front door was unlocked, swinging open with a long creak. Inside, time seemed to breathe. Every wall, every shelf, every corner, covered in clocks. Grandfather clocks, mantle clocks, cuckoo clocks, pocket watches nailed into the walls, and all ticking in perfect sync. Nora stepped inside, the rhythm of 1,000 seconds pounding in her ears. She whispered, "Hello?" But no voice answered, only the ticking, louder now, almost aggressive. She wandered through the narrow halls. The air smelled of oil and rust. Dust floated in the amber light filtering through stained windows. On the second floor, she found a room with no windows, just a single chair in the center, and an enormous wall-mounted clock directly across it. Its hands were unlike any she'd seen, twisted, almost organic in shape, pulsing faintly. Drawn in, Nora sat in the chair. The door shut behind her. The clock struck 7. All the other clocks in the house stopped ticking. The silence was thunderous. Then the large clock began to chime, but not like a bell. It sounded more like breathing. With each exhale, the air grew heavier. Nora stood, trying to open the door, but it wouldn't budge. She turned back and saw herself in the clock's glass, but the reflection didn't mimic her movements. It blinked and smiled. Finally, it mouthed. Nora backed away, heart racing. Her reflection stepped forward, out of the glass. It stood before her, identical in every way, but with eyes too dark, too deep. Before she could scream, it placed a finger on her lips. "Shh, you get to rest now." Everything went black. When she woke, she was seated in the chair again, but she couldn't move. Her arms were stiff, her breath shallow. She looked across at the clock and saw herself standing there, adjusting her coat, walking calmly out the door. She tried to scream, but no sound came. She was still, and then she realized she was the reflection now, trapped in the clock. Later that night, passersby reported hearing ticking again from the house, louder than ever, echoing through the hill. But no one saw Nora again. And in the clockmaker's window, if you look closely at night, you might see a girl's face pressed against the glass, her eyes wide, silently mouthing, "Let me out! Please, let me out."